Okay, what is your job title and describe what you do on a normal workday?
Alright, so I work at Zen Tubing and I'm a tube wrangler or someone in the office. And on a normal day, I check people out, I ring them up, and I help them get out of the river. So a lot of people like to drink on the river. Tubing obviously is what I do. There's a lot of kayakers, boaters, rafters. Some people are even swimming. There's a lot of littering on the river, like with beer cans and just like plastics. And every day we see people losing phones and other stuff like that.
Alright, how safe do you think the water is?
Well, our policy is it's not safe to drink, but it is safe to be in recreationally. But personally, I wouldn't totally go swimming in it. There's also a lot of sewage waste because we have the sewage plant on the river, and there's also a lot of erosion that comes down from the river banks. Okay, some solutions that we could use are planting trees along the riverbank because that helps strengthen it and decreases the amount of erosion, and also decreasing waste, the amount of waste that goes into the river from our sewage plant, and probably increasing funding that goes towards that so they have the capability to do so.
Hi, I'm with Tanya Rose, and I'm going to be asking her a couple questions about the water quality of the French Broad River. So let's get started. What is your job title, and what do you do on a daily basis?
Okay. I work for the City of Asheville Water Department, and I'm the Education and ISO Program Coordinator. So I do educational outreach, water quality related type things in the community, and then ISO is the program, the environmental certification program, so I make sure the city adheres to all of the standards that they set. And before that, I worked in the lab, and I worked at the water treatment plant, so I collected and analyzed water samples all day.
All right, so what is the current situation with the French Broad River to get this way?
Well, according to the Department of Environmental Quality, the French Broad River is loaded with fecal coliform bacteria, sedimentation, erosion, there's habitat degradation and fragmentation. Those things generally are caused by construction, causes erosion, and agriculture causes the fecal coliform bacteria and also erosion. So the bacteria pollution can be from faulty wastewater plants or sewage leaks, and also from agriculture like animal waste and stuff like that.
Okay. Is the water safe to swim in?
Mountain True has a swim guide website that you can look at every day, and I think they update it weekly. So they say, there may be some variation, like after a big rain or something, it might be a little worse, but you can look at it and see if it's safe that day. Generally, I think if you're just gonna go canoeing or kayaking, it's probably fine. I don't personally choose to swim in it or two, but I know a lot of people do.
Yeah. All right, so what would be the effects of swimming in the water when it's high in E. coli or other issues in pollution?
Yeah, it depends on the day and on the level of E. coli. So if it was really high, E. coli is something, we need it in our digestive systems, and it's naturally in the gut and feces of all mammals. But if you swallow it, it could cause really severe vomiting and diarrhea and lead to dehydration. It could cause conjunctivitis, like pink eye, urinary tract infections. There's also the possibility of parasites like Cryptosporidium and Giardia. Or even if you just had a cut on your foot or something like that, it could get infected from bacteria.
Okay. All right, so is there anything that we can do to reverse this pollution or help it in the future?
I think a lot can be done. We can practice sustainable farming techniques, and I think that would cut back a lot on the erosion and the phosphates and nitrates that come from fertilizers. Those can cause algae blooms, and they can kind of suffocate aquatic life and stuff like that. We can plant native vegetation, and that would help trap the nutrients and keep soil in place, so it would prevent erosion. It would also help with preventing the proliferation of invasive species. There's also the French Broad River Keeper. You can volunteer there and do river cleanups. You can donate, and they actually have an app. It's called Muddy Water Watch, and you can like report pollution if you see it. I think also there's a cleanup on Father's Day that French Broad River Keeper's doing, so do that.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks.
Alright, so one solution is to keep out oils, fat, or grease from the sink so it doesn't deposit into local rivers.
The second one is not to throw litter into the river or beside it.
Okay, the third one is to not use pesticides in fertilizer or to kill weeds near or beside a river so that it doesn't contaminate the water.